It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cack was there yesterday. I had to do my role as a public servant. And, well, Cindy's she's a school teacher, right?
Right.
And these school teachers have what they call advisory panels. And I sit on hers for the marketing and business department out there at Fruitport. So we had to go to the meeting and hear what they've done, you know, what's been good and bad, what's planned for next year, blah, blah, blah. And it's a requirement for their classroom. So I did that yesterday. And then,
did you do anything productive? I mean, did you advise them on anything
we had
in
some
particular
discussions about, one of the
goes?
things we talked about were, the school, every kid in school now uses a Chromebook, right? Chromebook, but everywhere in business wants Windows.
Yeah.
Why the hell are we using Chromebooks everywhere?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. So I'm a little irritated by that. That and the fact that it's a Google product, so it tracks every word that every kid writes.
Right.
So I'm not too thrilled about that.
Yeah.
And then we talked about building security and some of that kind of stuff and some different thoughts. So, that kind of conversations type thing.
Okay. So it was productive then.
It was nice. And the one embarrassing part of the meeting, especially for me, I had to excuse myself 3 times because my blood pressure pill kicked in and I had to pee. I mean, we're talking some coffee in the morning, and then I got to the classroom, and of course my smoking hot trophy wife Cindy had a cup of Speedway coffee waiting for me.
Of course,
because
you spare no expense. You gotta go.
We're talking dark roast here too, my friend. So I get that thing and bolt it down.
Did you get a gas station sausage biscuit with that?
No, I did not get that.
Okay.
No, but I got the gas station coffee, which was nice. I have to pee constantly, so I had to get up 3 times from this 1 hour long meeting and go whiz. And don't tell anybody else. Trip 2 to the bathroom. I peed on the corner of my shirt a little.
And you tuck in your shirt though.
I know.
So nobody's gonna see that.
Right.
And
but I got this wet spot right in the front of my shirt, and I'm like, oh my God, can I tuck it in far enough?
See, here's the thing with you, and this is what this should be. It should have been a bigger issue for you because you're a guy who should be untucking your shirts. Most everybody should be untucking your shirt.
Right.
But you need to keep your shirt untucked. You're a big dude.
Sometimes I do now.
You carry your weight well. Blouse it out. Have it hanging down. And so here's the one thing with you making the fashion faux pas of tucking in your shirt. Nobody's going to notice that you peed on it.
Well,
so it's okay.
You peed on your shirt. It was a little on the embarrassing side, to say the very least.
Well, it happens to everybody because you think you're finished completely and you didn't shake sufficiently, and then you're going to get some dribbling.
No, I didn't have it pulled up far enough in the process.
Oh, so it was full. It wasn't just a couple of drops.
It wasn't a dribble. It was a
stream.
It was like, I hit the shirt. I hit the shirt.
Did you kind of soak it a little bit? Like, did it catch enough, anti-aircraft
I'm just saying,
fire there?
that I'm glad I didn't have asparagus.
Okay.
Because then it would have smelled. It was kind of embarrassing. So.
Well, I'm glad you overcame that, and
these are the things that I have to overcome sometimes. It was a little embarrassing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, thank you. All right. Where were you on that one?
I'm sorry, I cannot help you in the
tunnel.
I'm supposed to be with you in the men's room. You got to keep that thing going.
You've tried.
All right. Dave, of all people, I would assume you would have been there in the men's room, tapping your foot in a stall. All right.
We gonna do news, or what are we gonna do?
Wide stance. All right, I'm ready. Whenever you are.
I'm ready. I'm
okay.
Still reeling a little bit from yesterday. So
okay.
Sorry.
We'll try and focus. Reel it in and focus, and we'll get rolling. All right. The White House has asserted executive privilege over the Muller Report. The assertion blocks Democrats from receiving the special counsel's unredacted findings. It also protects William Barr from criminal prosecution. I believe Don Jr., though, has been subpoenaed. He's going to testify, presumably, in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and that's, I guess, it's it's been pretty bipartisan as far as getting these people in. Of course, there's going to be back and forth attacks because it's political theater. I'm interested to hear Don Jr. on the stand because you see him tweet and retweet stuff, but you don't really necessarily hear him a lot. So I'm curious as to, okay, is he going to try and be like Dad and kind of go off on things, or how is he going to sound? I'm curious. Looking forward to it. I'm liking the punching and the counter punching between both sides on this. I do.
I'm not.
I absolutely boom. Okay, what are you going to do? Counter punch. Okay, exactly. Oh yeah, we're asserting executive privilege. Oh yeah, we're going to subpoena your son. I love this.
I don't.
More. We need more.
No,
I cannot wait to hear Mueller testify because I got to hear what that guy sounds like.
Oh,
that's still driving me insane. I got to
I'm
find out.
I'm beyond disgusted by all of it. It's just, it's not who we are.
It is who we are.
No, it's not.
We're the United States. We're TV. We make big, grand gestures, and everything is everything's an outrage, and everything is just crazy, insane, and it's
not fun.
It's the best time to be alive.
No,
it is the best time to be alive. Yes. Come on. Where would you rather be than right here, right now, right where we are in this country? It's great.
Okay.
This is fantastic. Well, yeah. Well, the economy is doing fine. Let me ask you
this: if there's no collusion and you're not guilty, why would you need to hide anything?
I'm not saying there was. Oh, no. The question isn't collusion because there wasn't collusion that could have been provable. The question is obstruction of justice, which is possible, but they still don't have enough there on that. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It means
why would you need to hide anything if you have nothing to hide?
Because you get tired of the investigation. I'm not saying there isn't something to hide. I'm not saying there isn't. But I think Trump's spoiling for another fight. He likes this. It's good for the Democrats because they get to grandstand too. It's like I said, political theater. It's political theater, and it's This is why I love it because I can remember the Clinton hearings back in the late 90s,
and I can't.
And I loved that. I loved Bill actually saying it. Getting really pissed off and going, that depends on what the definition of the word is. I mean, that was great too. And then the carrying of the materials during the impeachment. It's like the Republicans made the big grand gesture of that, and that was great. And the testimony is great, and this stuff is great. It's all in how you look at it.
Okay.
I am going to put a positive spin because I'm Mr.
Thank
Positive.
you for that. I'm just going to sit here in disgust.
Okay, you can be morally outraged and indignant. I cannot care.
It's not even that. It's just this is, dude.
What?
Be honest. Live your life good.
You just enjoy it? Yes, exactly.
Look, here's the thing. So the other day, the New York Times puts the story out about this guy writes off $1 billion in losses over 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And everybody knew about
it. That's perfectly fine. The tax laws are set up like that. That's how it works. He's playing it to his advantage. Good for him. Blah, blah, blah. Bull crap. That's not perfectly fine. He's not playing it to his advantage. He's not. Dude, you know what? If you don't want don't walk that line and play that game.
That's not up for debate. Whether or not Trump's up for debate, it's whether or not what he did was criminal, and they can't.
Let me ask you this: if it was anybody else on Earth, any other person on the planet that had $1 billion in write-offs and business losses, wouldn't everybody on Earth be outraged? Outraged.
Well, if it were Hillary Clinton, it would be the exact opposite, and
I would be outraged if Hillary Clinton lost $1 billion and kept on going.
But here's the thing.
I would be outraged if Pee Wee Herman lost $1 billion and kept on going.
And
let me tell you something, and I mean this. That's a mafia tactic.
Wow.
You run businesses into the ground at a loss until you can't get another nickel out of them, and then you burn them to the ground.
I'm not denying any of what you're saying. All I'm saying is that's not even a story because everybody knew about it. Everybody knew he wasn't as rich as he claimed to be. That's why he didn't want to release his taxes, because he's an egomaniacal ass. He is. That doesn't mean he's a bad or a good president. Now, I'm not. Believe me when I say this. I'm not pro or anti-Trump. I think he's unlikable. I think he's a dick, but I don't think he's necessarily a criminal. Now, I could be proven wrong down the road, but all this stuff, he lost $1 billion. We already knew that. He might not even be $1 billion. He claims he's like worth $10 billion. He might not even be worth $1 billion.
Let me ask you this:
that matters to him. That perception matters to him.
And then he spreads out all over the world with these different things, right? Mm-hmm. Is he running at a loss in all these other countries that he's operating in? Now we're really starting to talk about some money going down the rabbit hole. Where's it going?
I don't know.
Where is it going?
If there was anything criminal, they would have found it. So they didn't find anything criminal. That's why he's not being prosecuted.
Next story, please. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what you want from me.
I don't want anything.
No, I'm gonna tie this. This is what I think everybody should do, and this is what I've done. And nobody's gonna listen to me.
Pay attention, everybody.
Nobody's gonna listen to me. But it's something I'm proud of not doing since this whole thing started back in 2016 when it comes to Trump, since he's been elected. Okay. I have never once on social media, be it Twitter or Facebook, either favorited, retweeted, or liked anything pro or con regarding Donald Trump, because you're not going to convince anybody of it, regardless of what your views are, whether you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump.
And I do my best to stay out of it too.
You should just everybody should just stop, but nobody's going to do it, because you got the sycophants who everything he does is great, and you got the people unhinged on the other side. Everything's an outrage.
Yeah, well,
I just laugh at it. And
I'm sorry, but I, as a citizen and as a person who works for himself and a person that has to report income the way he does with a profit and loss statement, reporting a loss of $1 billion over 10 years, that's not right. That's typical and right.
But if you know anything about real estate, and I know very little, but from what people who know about real estate say, that's typical in the real estate game. That $1 billion
is typical.
Not $1 billion. No, he's also you got to keep in mind, this is the same guy who bankrupted a casino.
I know.
Which I mean, this is.
You know what? Here, listen. Does that smell like rotten fish?
All I know is, and this is what it all boils down to. The economy's doing fine. So, and it's got nothing. And I'm not giving Trump necessarily giving him credit for it, but nobody cares about this other stuff.
We can argue this all day. Come on, move.
We're not arguing.
I know.
We're discussing. Move. I don't care. The nation's largest bank. This is an amazing story. This is I wish we would have been able to talk about this yesterday. Nation's largest bank was accused of poor shaming earlier this week. This is my bank, by the way, in the interest of full disclosure. The nation's largest bank was accused of poor shaming. The accusations come after Chase Bank's social media team sent out the following tweet. Now, you got to follow me. Follow this tweet. Okay, this is what people were outraged about. Here was the tweet. Why is my balance so low? Bank account. Make coffee at home. Bank account. Eat the food that's already in the fridge. Bank account. You don't need a cab. It's only 3 blocks away. I guess we'll never know. Bank account. Seriously? It's basically telling, don't spend money you don't have. It's, it was, I like, you know what? I do spend $6 a day on a 24-ounce sugar-free decaf mocha. I probably don't need to do that.
Okay.
But people were outraged about this on social media. This was, I'm like, and Chase ended up apologizing and taking down the tweet. Have some balls, Chase. Come on, you're my bank. Have a little something. Why would you apologize for that? Poor shaming? Are you out of your mind? Good God! It was the only thing. My only issue with this is nobody takes a cab. They Uber. Or they Lyft. Nobody takes a cab anymore anyway. That's the only thing you should apologize for. Everything else is fine. Good God.
I take a cab. My car's getting fixed. I've taken a cab.
Since the invention of Uber?
Yeah.
You realize Uber's cheaper and it's cleaner and it's way better or Lyft. Lyft is good too. I've taken Lyft.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, what else is going on? The city of Mesquite.
Let me guess. This is your weekly gas story.
No.
Oh.
No. City of Muskegon broke ground on a new convention center on Wednesday. The $26 million facility will connect the city's biggest hotels with LC Walker Arena. It's expected to be completed in early 2021. So it's a great thing for Muskegon,
Yes.
a great thing for the entire Lakeshore community.
Everybody.
I guess the one issue people are having, and I don't know what side you fall on this, is they're worried they're going to be using workers from Flint. There was something going on. The unions were evidently a little pissed about it.
The union guys were there, and their statement was hire local people. That's all they're asking people to do is hire local people. And to me, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You want to keep the money local because spending it around town is a good thing. B,
yeah, good point.
You know what? Let these workers have a stake in the game. Give them some pride in that new convention center. Say, hey, you know what? Somewhere down the line, these guys, when they can walk along with their kids, they can say, I helped build that. That's it. And, for all the signs and everything that was around the whole thing all day, it was kept civil. It was kept nice. At the end of it, the head, Ryan Bennett, went over to the guys that are going to be actually building this thing. They were shaking hands. They were like, hey, we're just here to tell you that we got an able-bodied workforce. We want to be a part of this project. Thank you for hearing us out.
Very
That's
cool.
What it was.
Excellent. And
and I saw
you're
Kenny
right. I think
and John.
Yeah, Kenny mentioned that he saw you.
Yeah.
But Andy's just a nice guy. So you don't know him that well. Sports. Tigers beat up on the Angels 10-3. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. They edge the Marlins 3-2. That's sports.
Have yourself a great Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.